What is going on, my super sandwiches? Rhymestyle here with Kira Buck. She's kind of hurting. She ate something bad. Her tummy's hurting, but it's fine. You can power through a video, right? She's been out of town the last couple of weeks, 2 weeks. I don't know how many. How many did you miss? Like 2 weeks, whatever.
I think so. 2 weeks.
Yeah, episode 100 was pretty fire, I gotta say. And I gotta say, if you're a Broly fan, you might have especially enjoyed it, because let's be real, it was literally watching Broly fight against freaking Goku. Even down to her saying Goku, although I would have kind of, yeah, I wish she would have said Kakarot, would have been kind of funny, but she wouldn't know it as his name, so it doesn't make any sense. But let's kind of rewind for a second. So it leaves us off where we ended last week, but basically Universe 6 was kind of jumping in, attacking Universe 7. We saw freaking Megetta teaming up with Botamo, which I still think is kind of ridiculous, having the giant Botamo on Megetta's shoulders, blocking off his ears. But hey, whatever works.
Smart.
Yeah, whatever works, works. I just want to know what Vegeta can do to stop them, just due to the fact that, well, they kind of both got the weaknesses covered, and you can't hurt Botamo, and you can't make fun of freaking Megetta and get him to stop basically fighting, whatever. Now, what I noticed is Universe 6 was very strategic with how they're fighting, even down to freaking Hit jumping in and saving Caulifla before she got knocked out.
That shocked me. I was like, ooh,
yeah.
Lucky.
Yeah, it's really strategic, because technically Hit can do it against anybody. The second you see your teammate being sent away, you can stop time for a quick second, grab them, and then basically make sure that they don't get sent out. So that's really, really dope. So, by the way, I want to ask, who is your favorite character that's introduced in Dragon Ball Super so far, not counting Beerus, and not counting Golden Frieza, because I count them more as Dragon Ball Z characters, because Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F and Battle of Gods. The reason why I asked that is because we have a lot of characters at this point, and I still absolutely love Hit's character. I think he's my favorite. So I want to know from you guys, what is your favorite character that's been introduced so far, and why? Feel free to discuss that down below. And by the way, it's an opinion, folks. If someone says they like Kale or Caulifla or Kabe or Hit over so-and-so, they're allowed to do that. So feel free to state your opinion down below. So, going back, we got Caulifla facing off against Goku, and we got number one, we got an explanation. She didn't even know she went Super Saiyan 2 a couple weeks ago, because remember the big question was like, how does she do that? I remember, I think she just did it in a heat of the moment, which is correct, because when she faced off against Goku, she wants Goku to teach her how to go blue, and he's all like, well, you know, you gotta first learn. And then we see her going to grade 3, which is the big buff form that we saw with both Vegeta and Trunks back in the Cell Saga. It's powerful, but the problem is it drains the stamina really, really fast, and it's very, very slow. So then Goku tells her about Super Saiyan 2. If you bust that out and master that, you can perhaps go all the way up to 3, which would have been dope. I would not have been opposed if we saw Caulifla go 3. Now, I remember a couple weeks ago, people were pissed off that she went 2, and I remember I was like, if she would have gone 3, it would have been kind of ridiculous. But again, seeing the Universe 6 Saiyans compared to how they were in Universe 7, they're way more advanced. They evolved to the point where they're far different than they are in the Universe 7 counterparts, so it makes sense they're a little bit stronger. On top of that, Caulifla is literally a prodigy, one of the best Saiyans in Universe 6, so it makes sense for her to have all these powers. So again, going back to when she accidentally went 2, she didn't even know that. So anyway, she starts fighting against Goku. I will say that the choreography was kind of meh at certain parts, where you had Goku, you know, punching Caulifla back and forth, which is fine because they were really just warming up for the main event, and that was freaking Kale. So
well, yeah, and you also see them just kind of like going back and forth, but they're focusing on Kale.
Kale was a focus,
how
exactly.
She's feeling and all.
Yeah, so I understand what they were going for with the choreography. It wasn't supposed to be all like, hey, look at Kale, I mean not Kale, look at Caulifla and Goku. It's all about what's Kale going to do next. And what does she do? She busts out the rage form. So apparently, she tries to help out. She shoots a ki blast, and this was a hilarious moment. Goku's like, hey, can you not bother us? And then she freaks out because apparently she's being a bother to Caulifla and Goku, and that's when she busts out the rage form. Now, here's the big question. And this is going to spark so many Broly versus Super Saiyan Blue Goku debates. I'm sure they're all over the comments.
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah. We're not going to talk about that, because technically Goku did beat Broly way back in the day, and he's a lot more stronger now if you count the power scaling. Although power scaling is something you can't really think about with Dragon Ball Super because it's all over the place. It's very, very wacky. She busts out the rage form and she starts going crazy, knocking out everybody left and right. She even knocked out Caulifla, which is again when we saw freaking Hit pop in, time skips, and then catches her before she gets sent away, because she almost did get knocked out, which would have been kind of awkward. She is very, very powerful in this form. And it's even more evident when you see Goku fire a Kamehameha at her and she tanks it completely. Now, this is the one thing that I saw that the people didn't like.
Which is?
The fact that she just tanked the Super Saiyan Blue Kamehameha
was
all over Twitter. Now again, with Dragon Ball Super, you can't take the power scaling that serious because it's all over the place. It's very, very wacky. Let's be real now. Dragon Ball Z did a pretty good job towards the end, it still kind of got wacky, but for the most part, Dragon Ball Super power scaling is all over the place. I mean, remember when freaking Goku and Beerus were fighting and their punches were literally shaking the universe? But then they fight again later, and you can't feel it when they were training. You can't feel it anymore. Granted, you could say, well, they control the power better. It's all over the place. Let's be real now. Now, the way I like to perceive it, and you can give your own thoughts as well.
Okay.
Like, she's so dying right now.
I'm dying. Like, I feel like I'm gonna throw up right now.
A couple more minutes, we're almost done.
Okay.
The way I like to see it is you can't kill in the tournament. Obviously, Goku's not gonna go. Well, two things. Number one, Goku tends to always underestimate his opponents because he's very, very powerful and he probably doesn't see everybody on the same level as him. So that's number one. The second one is you can't kill. If he puts too much power into it, he's going to kill Kale, and then he's out of the tournament. You can't kill. Third one is the big one. You don't want to use up all your power. If Goku overuses his power, well, the problem then is going to be he's going to be out of stamina, and he still has another like 40-something minutes left in the tournament. Those are the three reasons. Again, number one, you can't kill. Two, you don't want to overdo it and run out of stamina. And three, he'll underestimate his opponent because she just transformed. Now, Vegeta did point out saying that this is the Saiyan's true form, which I have no idea what that actually means.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get what he's trying to say there.
I think what he was trying to say is she regressed back to like the pure angry and rage and animalistic, yeah, exactly.
Instinctual.
Which you see, because all she's doing is just go, and she's just angry. Basically, Broly, Kakarot. She's angry at Goku. What is worse, when freaking Broly cried, or when Goku cried and pissed off Broly, or when freaking Kale was pissed off at Goku for apparently being a bother? Let me know in the comment section below. Although, I feel for Broly. I've been on many plane flights in the past couple years, many years of my life, and being next to Crime Baby is like the worst thing on earth. So I feel for Broly, but as far as the whole Kale versus Goku thing, I think it's kind of dumb. But again, you know, she has that special relationship with Caulifla. Whether it's her actual feelings or if it's just because she has this like weird respect or an attachment thing, I have no idea. She gets angry for whatever reason, she transforms.
I think, you know what I think it is? What do you think it is? She just loves the fact that Caulifla believes in her.
I think that's what it is.
And she's attached to that, and she's like, don't take her away from me because you don't believe in me. No one believes in me. She's the only one who believes in me. Don't take her attention away from me. In other words, if you're in Universe 6, do not date Kale because it might be kind of all over the place. Can you imagine Kabe and Kale? I ship them just because it'd be kind of goofy. Imagine Kabe and Kale. She transforms while they're doing the thing. It'd be kind of awkward. We're not gonna talk about that. Yeah. By the way, I forgot to mention the funny moment in the beginning when everybody was roasting Krillin. Poor Krillin. Why? 17. Even 18 was making fun of it. It's like, but I saved you. I was being a good husband. Whatever. Remember when you spent all that money on the training equipment? Oh, the training equipment, yeah. Hilarious moment. Poor Krillin. At least he's amazing in Dragon Ball FighterZ. Anyways, so the point is she's raging out. No one knows how to stop her. And again, before, you know, anybody can even really blink, which, by the way, we watched that dinosaur-looking trooper guy attack. I don't know if this is like an error, but he attacks. Oh, dude. Yeah, he attacks Kale with the Wonder Woman lasso, basically. And then you see her start swinging at him, and then it's like a scene was missing. And then Zen is like, you're knocked out. I think his name was Uvon. Like it's supposed to be like a play on word, like oven. And I think that's what Herm says. What just happened? Yeah, like I didn't see anything. Nothing happened. I feel like that was an error. It has to have been an error. So weird. I mean, Dragon Ball has had many errors before. Fun fact, I don't know if you know this. If you go back to the Cell Saga, where Gohan is fighting against a 7 Cell Junior, he actually kills 8 on screen. Really? If you can go back and count it. I don't know if they fixed this in Kai, because I don't remember. But I know in the original broadcast, he kills 8. It's weird. You count it yourself. He kills 8 of them. It's supposed to be 7. It was a broadcast error. Anyway, so I don't know if they're going to like fix that later or what the deal is, but apparently she was not being tied up, because the second she got tied up, he was knocked out. Anyways, this is when we see Jiren, the most anticipated character of this arc so far. Did you really just use a joke? She doesn't like being tied up. It wasn't a joke. I'm just saying she didn't like being tied up because she was angry. It sounds like a joke. Okay. Yeah. Knocked out immediately. My dude got knocked out so hard that they didn't even show it. Like, think about that. He did. Anyways, going back to Jiren steps in, he goes, I got this. I didn't really like how fast it happened because like they spent the entire episode basically happening on Kale, and then here comes Jiren and just knocks her out one fast. I mean, I get it, he knocked her out super fast because it was supposed to show the power of Jiren. Again, we still know nothing about this man other than the fact that he's very, very dangerous, very powerful. He fires a blast, blows it up, and then that's it, she's knocked out. I kind of wish it would be a little more flashy and animated for that part, but like for, I guess what they were going for, they kind of got the job done. And then we see the important stare down. You got Jiren and Hit.
Now again, going back to what I was saying, Universe 6 is very, very strategic because the second that stare down even happened, you think they're about to fight. They're not. Because Goku interrupts and he goes, "Ha, you're the guy. We gotta fight." And what happens next is Hit retreats because he's smart. This is the beauty of fighting as a team, because you gotta know when you gotta let your opponents knock each other out. Conserve all your power, let them shoot each other first, and then the last couple of people that, who are left, even if you have 0 energy, you knock them out. That's how you assure your survival of your universe at the end. So they're playing really, really smart. But the question is, can his time skip actually do anything against Jiren? Now, based on what we saw so far, I'm gonna say no, because plot armor.
Okay.
Theoretically, he should be able to, because if he can just stop time and hit him in the freaking vital points over and over again, Hit still is taking one of the most overpowered characters in Dragon Ball Super right now. But the question is what kind of defense does Jiren have? Because for all you know, Jiren is so mastered at the point where he doesn't have any freaking vital points, in which case, his constant weak attacks that aim for vitals really won't do anything. I don't say weak attacks, because really what Hit does is he hits you in vitals. He's not the strongest character, but if he hits you in vitals over and over again, you are going to go down. On top of that, I feel like Hit's kind of nerfed because, again, his specialty is killing, and you cannot kill in this tournament. So, ultimately, it's tough to figure out what actually happens in this situation. So, what do you guys think? Do you think if Jiren and Hit fought 1v1 without a tournament format where there's 80 other people fighting, who do you think would win and why? It's kind of...
That's a really tough one.
Yeah, because we don't know yet.
Yeah, we don't really know the extent of Jiren's power.
Yeah, and I think Jiren, honestly, is basically going to be having the plot armor for this entire arc, because he's like the character to focus on the most. And the fact that he knocked out Kale in one blast when nobody else could, she tanked the entire Kamehameha from Goku, it shows you that he's going to be quite the big danger and like the main, I guess, antagonist in this arc when it comes out to Goku and him fighting. Now, I don't think we'll see any action from these two yet. Seems like next week is going to be more about the Pride Troopers taking on Universe 7. Again, they're a big target. But for the most part, I feel like they're going to save the big fight for later. And for now, they just kind of work on knocking out the little guys first. But it's a good episode. I feel like there's something we missed.
I don't know. Glitches, Kale.
She wants to go lay down.
I'm dying.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts on episode 100. There's a lot to discuss. Next week is going to be just as amazing. I can't wait to see what else is going to come. I hope we get to see a Hit versus Jiren fight. But mostly I want to see Hit stick around a little more, because I feel like if they get to the point where Jiren and Hit fight, it's going to be pretty one-sided and Jiren will knock him out. Maybe Hit will underestimate him. But for the most part, it's still going pretty solid. Big shout to Krillin, again, holding it down, saving his wife, and then getting made fun of for it.
Poor guy.
Poor guy. Anyway, so episode 100, it's insane that we're actually here. I remember when they first leaked Dragon Ball Super, not leaked, but released information on Dragon Ball Super, what, 2 years ago now? The big rumor was it was only going to have 100 episodes, and I'm glad we're past that point, because that was a accidental placement holder release or whatever, and people for a long thought that Dragon Ball Super was going to end at 100 episodes. It's going to go for a very long time. In fact, Masako Nozawa, actually, the voice actress of Goku in Japan, said that she hopes to see Dragon Ball Super going to episode 700. Wow. That doesn't confirm 700 episodes, I want to be clear with that. It just that she knows how successful it is, and it's crazy that you're 100 episodes deep in Dragon Ball Super, and Dragon Ball's Return, I should say, and she hopes to keep going to 200, 300, 700, on and on and on. I'm okay with it, because
she clearly loves her job.
Yeah, exactly, and I want to see more. As long as they get creative with what else they can do as far as, you know, future fights and arcs, keep at it. Maybe we can go past Z one day, but I don't know. Anything else? Nope, that's it. I want to go. You want to go lay down? I want to go lay down. You're freed. Ladies and gentlemen, let us know your thoughts on episode 100. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like down below in a comment. We'll see you guys next week with episode 101, where the fighting continues, obviously, and we're going to see more Pride Trooper action. What happened to Uvan? Let me know in the comment section below. Be creative with it. I still don't know. That's the guy that Kale knocked out. Yeah. It just, and then knocked. That's it. Yeah. They must have ran out of budget. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed today. This has been Rhymestyle. We'll see you guys in the comment section below. Bye. Peace.